Hello my friends, welcome to my new channel. Let's enjoy the highlights between G2 Esports versus Team SMG for the VCT Game Changers Championship. The winner move on to the upper finals, while the loser will face elimination in the lower bracket.
G2 starting off on the attacking side of Bind, and it's a heavy lean towards B. They've already taken hookah. They've triggered the trip, but they have all the space over there. That's going to force the fight into roxi, and roxi's glad to take it. 2 kills already to start him off.
Yep, that's simple hookah pop, nothing else to expect. I mean, the 2 players in SMG trying to fight for long, but not much they could do against the raw firepower that G2 just used to take that space. I mean, just an unlucky gamble from SMG, but they do have the ability to retake here. They have a lot of smokes, a lot of util, and a molly to get out with this.
Can G2 hang on with the numbers advantage that they have? Yeah, roxi is taking a bit of damage. You've got Sarah who's playing off. You imagine there's a lineup if need be, but it doesn't matter. Kicking things off with the Prime Gaming Flawless is G2.
Sky actually walking down long here, taking that space, flashing Sarah off, and that is a perfect long control. They're actually pushing both extremities here, both showers and long being on lock, absolutely demolishing this default that G2 was trying to do.
I mean, what a gorgeous start. You're absolutely right. To find value on both sides of the map, and for G2 to not really take up any of the space on the inside of it, it's just I mean, that's all you could possibly ask for. They also have an orbital strike online already. This is an excellent start for SMG.
Yeah, I mean, I think a really big thing was getting that tour de force so early on Chamber was such a big difference maker because they did have the confidence to take those kinds of peaks. Petra trying to go for a little cheeky one on Shirazi, but not much to be taken here.
Well, not even to mention the financial implications of what just took place. There's just nothing but silence across the site right now. No one daring to make a move. And finally, the flash will shatter that silence. Petra pushing forward. The satchel to take some space. Showstopper still in hand, but they've split out through showers as well. This fight back side is going to be brutal. The flash is gorgeous. The kills come through. G2 on top for now.
Okay, 5v2.
What a flawless execute. They knew they got the front of the site for free, and they punished them by taking that backside control. They took the space back that they got, that they needed, and so this post plant is going to be so important. G2, Glance, and Petra just holding it down with a beautiful crossfire. 2 players are actually wrapping all the way through spawn. They are aware that someone is in the flank, but I don't think that they're ready for these 2 players to be so late, but Sarah does not care. Getting the pick onto Kohaibi, absolutely shutting down the chamber peak.
But it's got to be fast. G2 have to continue to push the pace because they've got
nice
to again.
Oh my god, what a beautiful
3K for
JK.
Kamiyu. The flank that's coming in behind him just proves to be ineffective because all the members are going to be dead.
That was beautiful.
When all things are considered, SMG get another round. They read the map beautifully. Things like that, so they still have the dog. That nade is going to cause some problems. It's going to separate them, and Enerie's right beneath them. How'd she get the kill onto Petra? The showstopper doesn't land.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Either way, Mimi's there to respond. They're going to heal him back up. That was ridiculous.
Oh my god, just phantom things right
there.
there.
I guess. I was mad.
Oh my god, enerii. I like the confident wide swing after too, to try to peek down long. I think maybe it was a little overkill, but again, what a kill from enerii. That was so good to watch.
If you're feeling it, you're feeling it, I guess. Seekers intended to pave the way out on A. You've got Kohaibi, who's still here, Shirazi up in heaven, and now really the rest of SMG has joined the fight. Spike still managing to go down. roxi playing up close. close in lamps. Oh, did you see the gun barrel? Either way, the kill comes through for roxi. Numbers starting to dwindle. Actually, of course, they counter right back. Just when it seems like SMG's at a numbers disadvantage, it's another multi-kill situation, this time not as flashy, but with the same result, the same success. The orbital strike not finding anything other than buying time. Sarah gets the first, Alexy's on the flank. Stop me if you've seen this one before. Another round in favor of SMG.
Yeah, I mean, not putting any pressure on the other side of the map is gonna be punishing because they are already out. But look, there's 3 players already on the flank towards short, and Viper is just sitting in short, delaying for so long. Oh my!
Oh my god.
roxi with 2 massive kills with the Guardian. The pit went down. Shirazi wasn't able to hold that. They still have Kamiyu on site. Mimi's able to clean that up. Alexy's left alone. And again, it's going to be coming from a flank. Petra nicely using the satchels to break the crosshair placement. Mimi's got to be careful here. The flash confirming some presence, you know. Are you expecting the second? There's the judge. It's so precariously placed, and it finds value. Alexy with 2. Hookah is not available right now. They drop the Seekers. They're going to take the space, upgrade weapons. This is a gorgeous start for SMG.
Yeah, playing for that hookah control so important because they knew that either they were going to take that showers or they were going to take towards long, and they gave up one of the other sides and held towards hookah, which was super important to get that info. Again, the 2 players on B really able to push it down, and G2 just looks like they're struggling towards that B site, and SMG knew that that was going to happen.
This half has been so much fun. Just when it feels like one team is establishing control, there's just always a counter. That's what gotten us to this 6-5 scoreline. And still just a couple of moments ago left in this round. Again, numbers in favor of SMG. G2 with the spike, a lean towards A. You have 1 player up in heaven. You have 2 in showers. This is going to be very difficult for G2 to get through.
Yeah, SMG immediately pushing that showers as soon as we get contact up short, reacting in such a good way, but backside is completely open.
Oh,
oh
no real shot. roxi managed to get away. roxi and Sarah left alone, and now it's just roxi with Molly in her lap, has to take a step back and dodge the 5 members of SMG that are hunting her down. You got 1, got the second. That was flashy for just a moment, but that's all it was.
Actually have a Viper set up playing off of the Cypher trips, which I think is a really good play in order to play that retake towards B. We have 4 players towards A ready to rotate, but SMG just kind of walking up, taking that contact.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. Glance is still playing from a pretty safe position, even though she is by herself. Trip finally getting somebody, and Glance gets a kill off that. Very nicely done. Are they just going to scale into elbow and try to fight some more? Yeah, that seems to be the case. There are some reinforcements here, and remember, it's just pistol, so it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be messy, and SMG walks out on top for now.
Smoke's down.
Yep, the Autobots rolled out into elbow. That was really good because they knew they had to equalize numbers in this.
Yeah.
Glance playing it perfectly, playing off the trip, knowing that she cannot give numbers, trying to fall back, but SMG just catches her off guard.
Now, the spike is in an interesting spot as it's scaling its way up into elbow. And you've got Sarah who's waiting back in spawn. I don't know. Oh, well, she's spotted now. That should give a lot of info as to what's going on here, especially if you've got a really good timing on a crunch. And if there was any other doubt, it's the Clydesdale's running. You can hear all that noise. Petra on the swing, and oh no. Kohaibi getting the best of her. Sarah's falling apart too. Things not looking good for G2.
Yeah, SMG literally just taking the strat of run it down together, walk it down together, yo, let's trade together. And I think it worked out perfectly. Again, these reactions just amazing. Mimi picking off Enerii so early on, and if anyone can clutch this, Doug, it's Mimi.
Yeah, there's a potential for an outrageous moment here, opting to go for the frenzy. Keep things close, keep things fast. Mimi on the tap. And now scaling up. No, Shirazi is weak. That kill would be everything, but it's just not going to come through. Pistol going in favor of SMG. Very quickly into the action. You see the flash forward, the satchels from enerii to take showers. It seems like this inevitably will end A. The thing is, you're pushing into the teeth of the Cypher setup. You just had a dog come through teleporter to confirm where they are. How do G2 respond off of this?
Yeah, I mean, we have the Raze solo staying onto B. They are hard stacking towards that A site. I don't know if they're going to be able to have enough util to delay this plant, but Kamiyu just planting for free. I mean, they have the Brim Molly, the Viper Molly, but again, pushing back side. SMG is playing it perfectly.
Okay,
Mimi, oh my goodness.
Perfectly timed counter, leaving things at 2 apiece. Petra hasn't even shown up to the site yet, just now arriving. But through all of that, the spike was planted. SMG with control. A 2v2, Mimi weak, 47 HP, no armor to work with. But they continue to scale forward. You see the Viper util up. Try to deny any sightlines, any vision of what might be transpiring on the site. Mimi with the first. It's massive kill. The second's not going to come through. Petra's gotten it to half. And the 1v1 goes G2's way.
Oh my goodness. Sky set up in such a perfect spot in order to counter this.
Petra's in trouble. Yeah, Petra's so dead. It was just, I mean, off a hairline trigger, that's all it takes for them to go. Mimi playing in a very close spot, and Cheeky wanted that, and finding 2, almost snapping onto the 3rd, but SMG punch back, side open, it's all theirs. They should be able to get the spike down unless Glance can do something about it. Seems like she's just gonna wait for Roxy to join her though.
Almost a replay of how SMG got multi-frag after multi-frag. Mimi is now showing us that she can do that too.
Lance, surely, even if she gets a kill on Shirazi, I can't imagine expecting Kamiyu there. That's going to confirm things though. Neural theft, exposing everything that's left. You've got them both playing back in elbow. Glance on the tap on the spike, the jump spot. Stays alive just for now. But do you hear swing once more, a 1-for-1. And it went in favor of Roxy.
Goodness. That was insane.
Got the spike.
Hoping to get a pick or something like that and then advance. This is nice though. The Seeker's used in the face of really no knowledge of what's going on. Now they decide to swing out and Mimi gets caught asleep.
Smoke.
Not quite sure what the setup was trying to be there. Mimi just being caught out, but enerii showing us again why she keeps entering and getting those kills.
30 seconds left.
You mentioned the pit so many times and how powerful it could be. There it is invested. Petra does have a decent counter if they want to go. But Athena, it looks like they've already called it. It seems like they're just going to try to save this out. Seems like they're scaling up now that the Viper wall went down. And yeah, that was going to give a line for Petra, but not able to land the shot. Maybe the showstopper was Petra, excuse me. Sarah swings out,
how she got through?
Somehow, they get the orbital strike to deny any sort of a flood outside of showers too. One thing they haven't caught is Mimi, who's still tucked in pocket. But holy smokes, what an opening from SMG.
enerii just dodging util, dodging bullets, dodging rockets left and right on that entry, getting 2 kills. Shirazi showing why she's also part of this team, but Glance with a 2K.
Oh my god, she's insane.
enerii rounding the round out with 4 kills. That was an insane entry, Doug, from enerii.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I just saw.
I mean, we've got to see enerii's POV there because that entry out onto the site was nuts. I mean, you get, again, it caught me by surprise. They swung out of short when the Viper wall went down. Yeah. So Petra had a line with the op, and maybe we won't see the POV, but we are going to see the kills come through as enerii gets the last 2 to get up to 16. That 4K was perfect.
SMG walking up, contacting up short again with that wall.
That trip is going to be the first thing to dissuade. You've got to be cautious about rotating very quickly because they could flip the map, but SMG trampled forward. They've got the spike all the way up backside at this point. G2 still have showers control, and that's going to have to be dealt with, but Shirazi, my goodness, if they don't consider Shirazi, this could be disaster.
This is insane. Players pushed up towards that spawn, and Shirazi getting the pick onto Glance.
Oh, she got
another one on Roxy. Pushed up into spawn is not what G2 expected, but Petra catching Alexy off guard.
enerii still with the showstopper online. As the spike is ticking away, Mimi and Petra both in such a brutal position, they can't really get out either. There was nowhere for them to go. SMG gets a map point. And we thought this SMG team was good yesterday, but it just seems like they're on another level today.
For sure. I mean, the 4 duelists, that looked clean. But now we can see they can actually play meta comps and be amazing at it as well.
Oh, Sarah, what? Oh, how does she still get that kill? Either way, Alexy was there on the trade. I thought she was done, given that she was caught mid-jump. But a 1-for-1, Kohaibi pushing forward. Petra understanding, surely there's somebody on the other side. There's a swing, and every single kill is going SMG's way right now. It just seems like G2 cannot land a single shot. And this map, Athena, this map feels over.
This map looking so close, so rough for G2. This is a hard one to lose, Doug, because it's so close. It feels like, again, like small little mistakes, but Glance grasping at straws. shirazi, getting the first kill on Kohaibi, and maybe Glance and roxi can do what they did earlier and round this one out.
Last player standing.
Glance is going to be left in a 1v3. Shirazi is weak, but she's getting spammed, she's getting peppered. There's just no shot. SMG continue their dominance. It wasn't just domestic, it wasn't just yesterday. A 1-0 lead over SMG on a beautiful performance. SMG on attack, a flash already, confirming some presence. See a very standard Viper wall from the attack side and the defensive side to counter it. The first pick already going in favor of Mimi. A great start for G2.
Yeah, taking that ramp control is super important. Again, numbers down. Are they just going to group up and hit? I think going towards heaven, trying to get picked off, or trying to get a pick off in order to capitalize on these numbers. But both these teams, again, playing the patient game, not over-rotating, not over-committing, just going for those tiny little peaks.
I mean, they've gotten this far. And this, again, they still have that Viper wall they can play around. But again, the defensive wall does such a good job of countering this very standard defaulty Viper wall that we're seeing from the attacking side.
Yeah, I mean, mimicking the other team's gas is super important as a Viper, but they are taking that space towards heaven, trying to get a little pick, trying to find a little weakness or a slip up from G2's part in order to capitalize, but...
Discipline box. Oh, but she managed to look at just the right time. Mimi falls. Roxy feeling some of the pressure, trading back with some of her own. Ultimately falls. The site is SMG, so Spike will go down as well.
You need to know who was watching heaven for Mimi. That was so unfortunate. And like we said before, how it landed, everything sounds different. I think that was a pretty big clue that she did not hear the drop from heaven.
That nade, the paranoia, another kill going in favor of SMG, and Sarah can do nothing against this.
They're cycling these smokes, making sure that mid is a lot harder to get than they think it's going to be. They need to use some sort of dog and flash to get up towards mid. But the Roomba and the flash coming in towards Vents, denying the push out.
Nice
Enerii trying to get that first pick, but Petra denying it once again.
Very nicely done. Had enough delay with the nade and the Viper spit that we talked about, and then the swing out was just very nicely handled. Mid is just not available right now. Sarah and Petra have done such an exceptional job at denying that space, and then they quickly rotate B. Remember, we saw Petra in this exact position previous round with 30 HP, gets another kill. This time Alexy just obliterates 3 of Petra. We're back on the multi-kills. We're back on the confidence for SMG. Glance spotted by the Seekers. No real way to keep position concealed.
Spike planted.
Holy smokes, 2 fall. Alexy's left alone.
Man,
Glance with 3 of her
Glance,
own.
insane.
What is going on? Both sides of these teams just getting multi-frags.
I must wait a moment.
You see the flash coming over the top of smoke controls heaven, and now enerii will go forward. Caught by the trip, caught by Roxy,
30 seconds
and no
left.
real shot to do much more. They're going to commit onto the Otis. Roxy continues to lock the site down. 2 kills already found. Reinforcements have arrived, but it might fall onto Roxy on her own. She's still back site, has taken some damage. Alexy cleans her up. Mimi left by herself. A 1v2 position given away. Oh, just barely missing the shots onto Alexy. Seekers dropped Kohaibi.
Spike planted.
Can she stay alive? Mimi's on the swing, and Kohaibi's on the trade.
Oh my god.
Now in the face of the Seekers, what will they do with it? A deep flash. Oh, they're TPing onto this as well. The Paranoia's doing a really good job to delay, and then you've got the Molly backside, but Kamiyu's behind them already. They've got the pit down too. How are they going to handle all this aggression that's just come out from the side of SMG? They've established almost control. They're going to have a late flank coming in from Kohaibi though. And is that going to be the difference? It's just Kamiyu left in a 1v2. Spike in hand, but how did they get back out with only 13 seconds left? Roxy down low and weak. She's gotten ones.
She knows about Mimi.
10 seconds has gotten past Pillar. Should be able to get the Spike down. Mimi's just so much healthier.
Spike planted.
It's going to take a massive mistake for this not to go their way. Kamiyu with the fake TP. Daring Mimi to check the smoke. Although the clock is ticking, Kamiyu can't sit here forever, and Mimi gets the shots. The kills go in favor of G2, and so will the round.
Yep, the Viper out going down off of that off contact, allowing Petra to go rotate that off towards B, but she doesn't know that it's the wrong side because SMG's all grouped up outside of A main.
You're going to hear it now. You see the nades, you see the smokes, and everyone going above the trips, and that's all right. Mimi got the kill. It was messy for a moment. Roxy's still alive. Pit still in play, but it's going to go down in just a moment as Roxy
Oh,
continues.
dude.
My goodness, she's so freaking
One
stalwart
enemy remaining.
on A. It's outrageous. Now Kamiyu left alone, spike out of hand, and no real options to work with.
Yeah, Roxy being an absolute beast on site, showing why she's a sentinel, why she's playing on site, not scared to get off and play with her trips. But again,
What?
a 1v3, not
What the
looking
fuck?
too good for
30 seconds
SMG
left.
here. G2 just creeping out, and Petra with the op.
What
I mean,
happened?
that was so well played, and regrouping towards that B site to go instantly into an execute. Such a good response.
Mimi's here to help, but they've already gotten around Pillar, and I don't know that Mimi knows. Oh, Glance was there to help. They hold the line. It's actually Mimi who's the surprise. In the face of the flash. Somehow, Roomba not clearing him out. Mimi's still here. This has been so patient. These crossfires that they've set up are gorgeous. I don't know how SMG is going to get past this, but they managed to anyway. Mimi continues to be the thorn in their side as the third kill goes in favor of the initiator. Kohaibi trying to dodge bullets, trying to dodge the op to stay alive. Still so much to do. The spike not even in hand. You've got to deal with Petra.
What a
Success.
shot.
That's 3 on the round. 1v1. Can Mimi put this away? She's already got 3 kills.
Oh
Make
my
that 4 on the
God.
round for G2.
Mimi, oh my god, Mimi, what a round. There are 3 players ready with the op towards this B site. The Raptors peek, but Petra whips.
The paranoia out. They got the deep Viper's wall that we saw a couple of rounds ago, this time towards B. And they committed on this really hard. The paranoia out from Glance. Shirazi still somehow lands a shot with a Bulldog and a classic. They've gotten out onto the site. They've got numbers. They've even gotten the op out of Petra's hands into the hands of Shirazi.
Spike
Oh
planted.
my goodness, what a response from SMG, just absolutely shutting it down. Only from B Heaven, which is insane, but G2 trying to figure out a retake with these numbers.
Here.
Kohaibi spotting Sarah. A 1-for-1 does not add up when you find yourself in a 3v5.
One enemy remaining.
It's all on to Roxy. A 1v4. Holy smokes. All right.
This is ready.
Neural theft, keeping things close. She's already gotten it on a 2.
Oh.
Time is short though. This has to be fast.
1v1?
Roxy, 3 on the
Must wait a
round.
moment.
Waiting for the swing, and the smoke is going to cause problems. Can she hold it the whole way? Kamiyu just on the other side of the smoke. Oh, I don't know that she has time. This is going to be outrageous, and we're not going to see it, but I'm assuming it plays out. What a round from Roxy.
Damn.
Unbelievable. Jump spot out from Garage, the TP across. They're already denying space.
Yeah, fighting for that B main control. They don't care about B Heaven. We have Cypher gonna be rotating towards that, but they understand that that is space that they're giving up, and they're competing for that B main status, allowing their team to rotate. Really, really interesting. But Mimi
Nice.
just walking up on Shirazi and ropes. That is not how you want to be playing that. Trying to do a trap set, but it did not work out.
No. They're going to continue to scale up into Heaven too. Kohaibi's going to have to back off. The satchel out on site. They know they have 2 members in Garage crunched. Petra's not able to take care of him. Roxy's not either, but Mimi does. Of course it's Mimi who does. Who else? They've gotten the site. They have the spike. And I imagine it's going down.
Yeah, Alexy Kohaibi in this 2v3, but again, numbers speak louder than words, but Kohaibi with 1, not being able to clutch it out. They tried playing that little trap setup, but again, Sky falling off to get that information towards A main. Super important that they see the Viper lurking, but again, now they're playing weaker towards mid. Oh, Alexy with the kill on Petra. As soon as I said that, she rotated right in time, but Mimi getting a kill and trade happening towards
Spike
mid.
down
It is a
mid.
war zone in mid, and Spike has been dropped by G2.
I thought
Pretty
that was
true.
going to be ugly to watch for a second.
Oh
Sarah
my
getting the
God.
kill on Roxy on the extremity too. Do they know? I don't think they know. Kohaibi's right behind them.
Oh, she knows.
They've managed to pick up the spike. They've managed to
know
establish
exactly
control B, and the neural theft will give that away.
Oh, they both so low.
Kohaibi stuck between a rock and
30
a hard
seconds
place.
left.
She's walking up towards Heaven. Not much else that she can do. I mean, the
Cage trigger.
cam spots her out.
What? What happened? Yo, what happened?
The neural theft spots her out. She's
Cage
in a
triggered.
1v2. It's probably con that Roxy is low and that
Spike
this is winnable.
planted.
But again, the Viper has so much, or sorry, the Viper has her orb to deny the B main push. Like, there's just so much against her right now. They're playing this crossfire, peek off me in spawn.
They're both so weak. They're both so weak. That's the first to
Oh
fall.
my
The second
God.
goes to
What a
61 HP amongst both, and Kohaibi laughs in the face of it. The defuse comes through as SMG get that round. Roxy clearing the first trip and deciding to go a little bit further. Sarah falls. There's the showstopper that you mentioned onto Roxy. Mary trying to get ahead of the swing, ahead of the flash. Mimi's able to finally counter back a little bit, but as things slow down for just a moment, she looks around and realizes that her team's been decimated. It's just Glance and Mimi left.
Last player standing.
And that quickly changes to just Mimi.
Cover going out.
Dang, that was an Omen diff right there.
Wow.
And Kamiyu ending the round. They still have all the space towards mid. They know that nothing's gonna happen. And then enerii getting a pick onto Mimi. It's gonna be another Warzone on mid here.
Oh,
Okay, to which way?
unbelievable. It gets traded.
Roxy?
Just when it felt like they had an advantage, just when it felt like they had some breathing room.
Nice go.
But either way, Roxy now getting the kill onto Kohaibi, getting the neural theft online, getting a little bit more room as Alexy just barely stays alive. Got caught with utility out. Kamiyu has joined the fray, the paranoia out as both try to anchor back out onto the side. Alexy's there, still good for it. The spike is going to go up towards heaven. And I wonder, yeah, they're just going to flip. The spike's going out, it's going towards B. Roxy managed to slip the net. She's going to get out of there
They're both
undetected.
very low.
Oh my goodness, such a fast reaction from Kamiyu TPing onto site and helping her teammate Alexy. But again, Spike is going to be planted towards that B site. They're going to be pushed towards spawn. And SMG is opting to actually split up on this retake. We have one going towards B main, which is going to be a little bit of stress because like you said, the bomb has been flipped to the other side. Omen towards spawn, pushing towards this.
Are they expecting Alexy, who's going to be on the flank though? Or is Kamiyu going to do it on her own? Yes, she will! What a play from Kamiyu, we're tied!
Oh my goodness, Kamiyu just showing that it doesn't matter if they're split up because she can hold her own. Looking like a B split now. They're walking up into heaven, trying to contact up Petra and Mimi. Cypher lagging behind a little bit. The nades being thrown, pushing Shirazi off. But Omen's alone on
No
site.
way.
Kamiyu
Oh my
does
God,
not
man.
care, dude.
No way.
She's so good.
Looking for
Jesus
the third, finds
Christ.
the fourth, not going to connect, but the damage has been done.
Remaining.
Can
Okay,
they push
2v1.
it back? Glance left in a 1v2. Wondering how they've gotten to this point once more. Now with 13 seconds left, Amali's
10
going to
seconds left.
deny the plant for just a moment. Finally finding the breathing room, finding the space, getting the spike down. There it is. Shirazi on the swing, Glance with no real options. And SMG with an outrageous comeback. They've taken the lead.
She's gone in this lurk spot before and they know it.
Yeah.
But they're giving up the B site dog. They're opting to push down mid.
And they have no idea. I mean, Roxy's so far up, gets a massive kill. The map has just been flipped at this point. The
30
attack side
seconds
is going to be playing from the defensive side of spawn. They've got a deep trip to make sure there's no rotate coming through there. It's all going to be what's behind them, though. And they're aware to it. Mimi knew, but Kamiyu's there on the kill anyway. They've got the pit down.
Damn it. No charges.
And the ult cleared out. They're going to try to hull it out onto the site. We've got to be careful. Alexy's going to be on a late flank, too, but it seems like Roxy's ahead of it. The Dogsman gave the position away. Kamiyu playing in, playing up. Pit's still a problem. This kill is massive. If they can work this out.
Ooh.
Spike ticking away. Time's up. The SN
Oh my
tries to get it too.
God.
Alexy left alone. A 1v2. The Pit's still a problem. She's gotten it down to one. She's got the Seekers to work with two. Trying to bully Sarah out of the way. Trying to land the bullets through the Seekers and cannot. Alexy weak. Alexy gets the shots. And SMG get the round. But they're not going to get the defuse. There was just not enough time. It was all too delayed.
Oh my.
Tied at 11, and of course we wouldn't have it any other way. G2 pushing forward towards A. And again, SMG are glad to face this. They're glad to take these fights, but they may have been overwhelmed.
I have retrieved the spike.
They have so much space towards A.
Yeah, it looks like G2 took a page out of SMG's playbook of walking up together, having that wolf pack mentality, and
Spike
it worked
planted.
out perfectly for them. 2 players on the flank, but they are making so much noise. The trip catching off Raze and knowing that Raze is sitting here. Omen Paranoia trying to punish and delay, but not much else going on. The blind coming in from SMG, trying to capitalize. They need to speed up on this retake. Viper just sitting in heaven.
Very forward. They don't have ramps control.
Glance.
The timing on this is huge from Glance. There it is.
remaining.
The first, Roxy on the second, enerii left in a 1v2. She's still healthy. Time is of the essence. Are they going to just double face? Is it going to be too many targets for him to deal with? Yes, it will be. G2 finally seem to stem the comeback from SMG and take the lead back. Petra so close. But nothing doing yet. Enerii now filling in behind the orb, repositioning. Ooh, that was close. But I think she's undetected. Oh no, they're pinging it on the minimap. They know she's there. Enerii's gonna have so much to do and she can't.
While that madness is happening, Kamiyu actually getting a pick onto Mimi in that B main, and now we're down to a 4v4 from both these teams. And again, regrouping in these scenarios is so important, and that's exactly what
seconds
G2 is doing. Regrouping, walking up, the flash, knowing that that's where they're gonna be ending, and the rotates coming in.
Looking for the trip. Oh, that's huge. But of course, it traded. The flash is great, but the tit for tat continues. 13 seconds left. They are going to get the spike down. Kamiyu and
10
Shirazi
seconds left.
with everything to do to force OT. Glance has the ult, but where do you go in a position like this? Maybe heaven, but you don't know if it's safe. You don't know if that's a safe place to go. The Paranoia tagging the first. Finally, the swarm coming through. Roxy
Last
falls.
player
Glance
standing.
left in a 1v run. Shirazi, Glance, can she pull it off? Pushing the smoke, the tap, daring the swing.
Oh my god, what a
They've
clutch.
done it, dog! They brought it to OT.
These girls are amazing.
Shirazi, oh
What a
my
game.
goodness!
What a map. Glance trying to jump spot. Ooh, hello. By herself. That Paranoia is going to create some space, and enerii satcheling forward. You've got the wall you can tuck behind too. And then the smoke. They've got so much on site, but G2 mow everything over. Petra with 3 on the round, and enerii, who was the first one on the tip of the spear, now finds the shaft is gone. It's just her. Dodging the showstopper, getting a kill, but still so much work to do. 30 HP, finding another target.
Has ult.
And this would be very, very ridiculous given what we've had so
30
far.
seconds left.
enerii faking the plant, repositioning, so much time to work with. Still has a nade
Oh my.
and has an ult. With 20 seconds left, they have to understand she's on site. There's no way she's left, and Roxy stops it. G2 hang on to the lead. They still don't know that Kamiyu is there. The Paranoia is going to confirm things. They've gotten out from heaven. They've gotten through garage. They have B. It's all theirs. G2 seemingly putting the finishing touches on a gorgeous map.
Spike planted.
An absolute treat to watch as SMG's left in tatters. Kohaibi and Shirazi, the only 2 that remain. And of course, there's a knife.
Roxy with the knife pulling up behind Shirazi. That is not how you want to go on this last potential round. Kohaibi stuck in a 1v4. It's doable, but this is looking hard. G2 playing such a well-rounded overtime so far.
I mean, a well-oiled machine. They do it in style, complete disrespect. And that's what takes us to Haven. 14-12 in favor of G2, and this series is not done yet.
It's going to be super interesting. Right off the bat, a B hit. Petra getting up. Or sorry, I mean enerii getting up onto that site. And right there, they have the B site. They don't know if there is back site. Gets one. enerii getting the trade.
Seems like G2 might try to reflank through garage. They've managed to get the spike down, SMG have. Where on earth is Shirazi going? Well, I was going to say, surely you're not expecting that. Hang on. Hang on.
One enemy remaining.
The potential for the third connects. Yeah, I think
So I think she's good.
Yeah, I think Petra's going to be just fine.
On Jazz fine.
Yeah, Petra with the op round 4. Tried to get past and does. Oh, just narrowly missing the target. Has to give the space back up. Glance was there to help for just a moment. Certainly worse for Wear, down to 61 HP and no armor. I don't know that Petra's going to be able to find much more here. Stuck in a fault line, trying to find space in the cloudburst. But Glance and Mimi are there to save the day. They get them all.
Spike down.
Alexy's left alone. She's still all the way down long.
3 players backside for G2, ready to support Petra with that op. And it's looking like really rough for SMG. She gets flanked, but Alexy actually turning around and punishing Roxy for not getting her in the head right away. But 11 HP in a dream, not much that she can do here.
Let's see if Alexy can try to take another weapon down with her. Also 1 point from having the Hunter's Fury on mine, so either way, you get the kill, you die, you're gonna get the ult in the next round. All good, but SMG wanting to lean towards A. Ooh, almost turning that flash. That was really close, but it was too much to deal with. Glance is the last member of G2 who's towards A, and that's dead. The Hunter's Fury is gonna be used to clear out the site and secure that no one else is there. G2 are left in a pretty difficult retake situation here.
Shirazi trying to get a lurk in, but Roxy is fully aware that the timing is there. She gets that pick onto Shirazi. It's still down in numbers, 3v4, and Petra has an op. This retake is going to be a little bit difficult because look at all the util left on both these sides.
Sarah has to find a little bit of room. Oh, never mind. It's too late now.
Never mind.
Too late now.
Yeah, their only hope was Sarah kind of getting a good lurk in, but again, that was not possible.
G2 have had a beautiful read on the situation. Almost gets a second, but Roxy flashed. Couldn't do much more with it. Sarah, who just had a field day with this site in the previous round, will also fall. This seems like this round will go in favor of SMG.
Yeah, really great entries. That's exactly what they needed from enerii.
Hang on. Hang on. That's the op on the flank. She's got blades too, and they have a rolling thunder. If they want to invest a lot, this could be huge, but I imagine that's the calling card to give it up, to save what you can going into the next. But they might want to push forward anyway. Are they going to go for this? Oh.
1 enemy remaining.
Enerii will get 1, enerii will get 2, 4 on the round. Kohaibi's not careful.
I suppose.
There was a shot there. But again, the timing window just so awkward. It's not going to pan out. They've done a really good job, though, of clearing Roxy's utility. You talked about it a couple of rounds ago. The turret's been in the same place this time. After they clear it out, they want to go this way. Mimi playing backside as Roxy falls.
Whoa. What an amazing strat. They put so much pressure towards B and cause rotation, and Roxy getting caught off guard, but the TP behind. Shirazi shutting that down from Sarah.
I thought she was going to commit. Kohaibi's fallen, and they're going to drop the Rolling Thunder to scale them back. But remember, Mimi has one of her own. She can stay alive. Never mind, falls. 3v2 as Petra and Sarah have to take the site back from spawn. Trading weapons as Petra drops the op, has the Vandal, takes care of Kamiyu. How much more can they find? Alexy has 2 shocks to work with. And the grab ball, the dart, the first. Sarah's gotten it to half. And I don't really know that they're doing a ton to stop them. Alexy's not using it. It's gotten down to 1v1 and she's stuck to the fuse. It was just kept.
Oh, that was so unfortunate. Back towards A again. So the way that they're playing is they're putting pressure towards mid. They realize that the pressure is the only way to pull these rotates. That G2 is so strong at flooding, but Petra is still here.
What a flick. Oh, got a little bit too far up though, and Alexy was there on the punish. The Rolling Thunder is going to keep them back. 35 seconds left. They've decided to draw a line in the sand. Alexy falls. Can they clear them out of short? Mimi with 26 HP and just a few bullets, not able to survive. And of course, it's both killjoys. Roxy ahead of the play though. She's already on site, but she has no idea where Kohaibi's coming from. The shot will land though. G2 get to 7.
Yep, the Astral Walk on this B looking like an A-Link actually running up, but the ult coming out from Glance to kind of avoid this and delay this. They have the full B site. They're just sitting in A-Link, not much to do, but they need to crunch this at some point.
This is really tricky. Hits like this very rarely work, but SMG seems to be laughing in the face of that. Kamiyu gets 2, Kohaibi gets another. A is open. They have found the room they were looking for. Roxy has the lockdown that she's had for a little while now. So there may be some room for a play. Really no reason not to commit it. And there it is, lockdown online. The paranoia, they're gonna flood out behind it. Yeah, they did, and it was a little bit too pacey. Not able to find full value out of the lockdown anyway. Roxy getting the first. She had a ridiculous clutch earlier in the series. This time it's just 2 kills, but it's around for SMG. I'm Doug, with me is Athena on the call. This has been a treat to watch, but it really feels like SMG has lost a little steam here.
Yeah, I mean, these back and forth fights have been so interesting to watch, but SMG not looking like they're playing to their full potential, how they want to play the speedy C split, coming in with Petra on V. Kohaibi getting caught out, Glance getting one onto Shirazi, and just like that, Doug, it's down to a 5v3.
I mean, this Petra Jet is the truth. Like, I am a full believer. This is outrageous. Her performance has been so clean.
Standing ahead.
And she just got another one. I mean, she's the entry. She's able to create so much space, and then she stays behind as a lure, catches the rotators that are coming through late. And Aries left in a 1v4, and it's good Ghost, and there's no armor on the other side, but there are too many targets to deal with. I mean, surely it's not something that you can pull off. And Aries got 3 and almost made me eat my words.
This is the first gun round for SMG. They have these Vandals. They need to be able to play it smart. The retake A better come in handy with 3 people on this flank. They need to have a really good retake plan because they're giving them so much time for G2 to set up in their post plants. They have perfect crossfires ready. Alarmbot spotting the flank.
Roxy's gonna have a lot to do if she's patient with it. She's heard one pass, the second pass, the third is there. She's dinked, she's dead. How much more patient will she be? Sarah wasn't able to get anything on long.
Enemy kill.
And SMG continue to push forward. They've taken care of Mimi, but they're still gonna have to deal with what's behind them. You can't land the shot onto the dart. Petra with 4, 11 for G2. They keep guessing the wrong way. And I mean, I get it, especially in a round like this, you have to gamble, right? And hope that you hit the money, but just not the case this time around. And Aerie trying to cause problems with the blades. But Roxy has to be cleared, it has to be dealt with, and it's not gonna be an Aerie to do it. Once again, we talked about this at half a little bit. It really feels like SMG has lost steam. They've run out of gas. They don't really have anything left in the tank. While G2 just continue to gear up, they continue to hit an additional pace and additional gear as the series went on.
Yeah, winning that split game was definitely a momentum turner
for sure
for G2, because now they just look like they're on fire. Once again, she walked up towards that short, but allowed 2 players towards long to take all this space.
Look at how they're just waiting. They're waiting for SMG to peek here. Playing anti-flash, well, unlucky, but Petra cleans up both. You clear 2 and you think, all right, we've got some room to work with, but Petra was there.
Yep, what a re-clear. Both teams contacting up, one team re-clearing, but it's okay because G2 set up that crossfire way before. They reacted so well to that short push, and now the retake coming in. Roxy actually getting caught off guard. She knows that she's flanking. Kamiyu, turn around!
Oh my god.
I don't know how she ended up getting a kill. She should have known. Either way, Petra with 4, the ace on the cards, and what a debut this would be. You know that they're trying to serve it up for. Oh, she's trying to steal the kill. That's cold, but the ace delivers again. What a debut in the face of a streak with the weight of a back of a defending champion on their shoulders. G2 take down SMG.
I mean, an ace to end the game. What a debut of Jet. That was crazy.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my new channel. Until next time.